Alright, this is the last in the series of Fuel Boss configuration videos. This is one of my favorite features. It's our Diagnostics menu, and it goes a long way towards allowing a technician to test, verify, diagnose every aspect of what may or may not be happening with their card reader and pulsers and all that stuff. So I'm going to get into the menu with just the 0 key a bunch of times. It's 10 times actually. I don't have a menu, or I don't have a password turned on right now, so that's why I got right in. Go down to Diagnostics, and you can see everything we've thought of that might be useful. So the first one being pulsar inputs. Now there's 8 pulsar inputs on the standard board. So if you want to, as a technician, test your pulsars, you can simply pull this screen up and there's a running tally, so you can go walk around and spin your pulsars or touch them together or whatever you need to do, and then walk back and see if the number has increased and validate the operation. Now I've got a couple of pulsars on the back of this stand, so if this should be pulsar 1 that I'm just simulating, so I can see that that's wired correctly and working. And then pulsar 2, same deal, and I can see that that's all wired and working. But that's a handy way for a technician who's alone to test out the pulsars and make sure everything's wired correctly. So you can reset these to 0 at any time if you'd like by pressing their matching number, or you can know to exit. Another input test is the handle inputs. So to see if your handles are wired correctly and working, it's a very similar deal. So I've got handles here I can simulate. There's handle 1 and handle 2. Now it doesn't record a number for how many times you've done it, but you can turn it on and walk over and look and see if it's working. Again, we're trying to make this friendly to a single technician. These are the product relay outputs. So if I want to manually test one of my relay outputs, I can pull this up. You can see they're all off. Now one is on and off, and so forth. It's super simple. So you can test your relays. I'll get out of that. If you're using alarm outputs, this is a similar test for that. Most people don't use the alarm outputs, but here's how you can test them. And then if you think maybe you have a problem with your keypad, here's a quick way to test all your buttons out. If you can think of more diagnostic features you'd like in the Fuel Boss, we're open to suggestions and we can probably stick it in there. So that's the last menu item other than exit setup. So that covers the basics of doing a Fuel Boss. Again, this is all manageable through the keypad, as you've seen through this series. It's easier to manage it through the website. It's easier to get your records through the website. The web server is in this unit. It can all be on your internal network. It doesn't actually have to be out on the internet at all to give you that functionality. But that's it. Thank you.